With Real Ideas, inclusion, equity, diversity are a really important agenda for us, and a lot of that stems from our work with young people and the way we've had to work to make young people feel comfortable to try and overcome the barriers that they face in the world. And an extension of that is now the work we do with businesses to try and support them to be more inclusive in attracting a more diverse workforce. We have, for decades and decades and decades, rolled out exactly the same recruitment process time and time again. We ask people to submit something in writing, we invite them to sit in front of a panel of people who are going to decide their future, and we ask them to perform to that panel and talk about themselves. And do you know what? Some people just don't do that very well. And it's a terrible way of finding out whether someone's actually going to be good at the job you have for them. And yet, it's just become the thing that we do. And we ask businesses to think a little bit creatively about how they could do this differently for people that we can see have got a huge amount to offer the world and a huge amount to offer that business, but maybe don't have the skills to pass that kind of process. There's so many small practical steps that a business can take to start to be more inclusive in its recruitment practice, whether that's how they ask for submissions, whether that's the way they conduct face-to-face interviews, or whether that's in the sorts of practical challenges that business could give to an individual to see whether they're actually going to be any good at the role that they have to do. You don't have to completely rewrite all your policies in order to make some of these changes, and some of the practical steps that you can do are really quite small. It's a journey. It's a job that you can never finish, so don't ever worry about where you're at on that journey. The important thing is to step onto it and adopt a set of attitudes and values going forwards that are going to lead your organisation